Hello students, welcome to English class. In the yesterday's class, I have taught you the first poem of lesson 2.4. Today we will be going through the second poem, a parody written by Lewis Carroll. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. I'll read once again, hear it properly. A parody by Lewis Carroll. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling claws. With gently smiling jaws. Now, by reading the heading or the title of this poem, you might be thinking as what is parody. Just go through the first poem, How Doth the Little Busy Bee. Can you see that there is similarity between the first poem and the second poem? How doth the little busy bee? Now here in the second poem, how doth the little crocodile? Second line, improve each shining hour. And in the second one line, I see improve his shining tail. So here I can see that there is some comparison or some similarity going on between the honeybee and the crocodile. So when I am imitating, when I am mimicking or making fun of one thing with that of the other, then it is called as a parody. So in the second poem, I am trying to imitate the crocodile, keeping in mind the honeybee. So I am just doing the comparison between honeybee and a crocodile, and I am trying to make a fun of crocodile. That is called a parody. You might all have seen crocodile. Also there are alligators. Alligators are different and crocodiles are different. Alligators are usually small in size, whereas crocodiles are large in size. And even their jaws and the shape of the mouth, it changes. Usually these alligators, they are having their mouth in the shape of V. This alligators is just like a U, you can say. You can just find out in the internet the difference between alligators and the crocodiles. So here a crocodile lives in water, you know, right? That the crocodile lives in water, and sometimes it comes on the land also. And it usually eats fishes. And if some animals have went to drink water, then it eats those animals also. It hunts them. Sometimes if human beings are there, then if it's in an angry mood, then it might kill the human being also. So here in the poem, the poet Lewis Carroll is saying as, how does the little crocodile improve his shining tail? You might have seen the tail of the crocodile. Improve his shining tail doesn't mean that it is making it short or it is making it long or it is applying something. It is just how does the crocodile wave its tail here and there and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale. Do you know Nile River, the longest river? It passes through Egypt. If not, you might have studied in social studies about this Nile River, Amazon River. So here they are telling about the crocodile which stays in the Nile River, and it is moving its tail here and there, and it is splashing the water on the land everywhere. When it moves its tail, the water is going to splash, it is going to come out, it is going to spread. How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. So now the poet is saying that how sweetly does this crocodile smile. Grin means smile. Have you ever seen the crocodile smiling? No. But here I am making a fun of the crocodile. Or I am creating a joke. That is why the poet is saying that the crocodile is smiling. And how neatly spreads his claws. Claws means you might have seen the nails, the fingers of this crocodile. It has 4 legs and then it has claws, right? So how neatly it is spreading its nails. And then how does it open its mouth so that the little fishes go inside its mouth. Go inside its mouth means it is going to kill them and it is going to eat them. That is what. And its jaws means its teeth are very sharp. I hope you have understood this poem. Thank you.